Hey guys, what's up? I'm gonna give it just a couple minutes. See if you guys are popping onto the call. How are ya as you hop on? Just give me a little thumbs up or heart or hello. All right, I see that we are on and we are live, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with our call. This is our week 3 call, and I'm excited to be on here with you guys today. We only have one more call left. It's crazy, but I'm really enjoying our Revive group. And today, you know, I actually had, I have a whole call planned out. I've spent the morning doing it, but something that I kind of want to change directions today, because I'll still touch on Success Club and, you know, kind of keeping the we are what we repeatedly do is really how I wanted the call to go. But over really the last hour, I'm like, man, you know what? It's really just how to keep our businesses going. This is a Revive group, and basically it means that you at one point were rocking your business and something or other got in the way, or something or other made you lose sight of your vision, made you lose sight of the belief in yourself. Something in life just kind of knocked you off course, and it happens. I get it. It happens. So really a question that I have is, number one, ask yourself, why did it happen? Why did you fall off track, or why did you stop hitting your goals, or, you know, what made you take that step back? And why is it different now? What are you going to do that is different now? Basically when the going gets tough, or when you're starting to question if this is right for you, or, you know, that vision gets cloudy. Because the vision gets cloudy. There's always going to be times and months and weeks and days when it is easier not to do the vital behaviors, when it is easier to hit the snooze button, when it's easier to grab fast food versus coming home and meal prepping or making your dinner. There's always going to be an easier choice. So why are you here? Why are you in this for the long haul? Because this is not a get-rich-quick business. This is a business that is about relationships. And this is a business that you have to enjoy helping people in order for you to move forward. Because ultimately, your goals are dependent upon helping other people reach their goals. And that's where this business model differs from really any other platform that I've ever known in home businesses, in, you know, entrepreneurship. This is where we do the hard work now and over a long period of time and reap the benefits, the huge benefits later on as our customers start to join our challenge groups, and as our challengers get significant results, and as those results then inspire them to believe in themselves enough to become coaches on your team. That's the motivation, that's the determination, that's the deciding factor that you have to muster up inside to say, I'm here for the long haul. Motivation lasts about 0.2 seconds, you guys. I'm not a motivated person. I can honestly say that I am not motivated. I am, however, driven, I am determined, and I am disciplined. It's discipline. I'm not motivated to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go and work out. Now maybe, I'll tell you when I am motivated to get up and do my workout. When I buy a new workout outfit, I get motivated to put it on and do my workout. Don't ask me why, but that's me. That's Val. I get excited about a cute new workout outfit and new shoes, or, you know, something like that. That's me. But that's where the motivation is. I'm not motivated to do this every single day. I am not motivated to do my power hour. I'm not. It is not my favorite thing to do in my business. It is probably one of my least favorite things to do is my vital behaviors, because, well, I enjoy the workouts and Shakeology. The inviting part is my least favorite thing to do. I don't think I have ever been motivated to invite to the business. What does get me excited and makes me determined to go out there and talk to people and invite and do my behaviors is personal development. Because when I read and listen to personal development of other successful people, of their inspiring stories, it inspires me to want to be better and to want to be more successful and to want to set my goals higher. And in order to reach those goals, I know that I have to talk to thousands of people. That's maybe where there's a disconnect, because I really got thinking today and I'm like, I don't know if I have ever really heard on a training call, because we usually train on Success Club, and we train on our vital behaviors, and we train on recruiting, and we train on personal development. We train you guys on all of these different subjects, but the reality is, why are you going to do these things? Why? You have to have a deeper purpose, and it always comes back to why you're here. What about this business makes you want to be doing this business? What excites you? What gets you excited about, moving forward? What are your goals that you're like, man, it would be really fun if I could accomplish that? That's where you get, that differentiates where you are maybe now and why you're going to keep going when there is no motivation. And I know, Steph, you had posted in our group about momentum. So I'm guessing if you're on, I see your name, but I don't see any viewers. So if you're on here and you're listening live, or even if you're catching the playback, you can type in the chat bar, here's your question about what happens when basically momentum slows, or you don't feel like you have the momentum to keep your business sustained or keep growing. If that's really the direction that you were asking more, that question is, momentum comes when we do a lot of work at one time. So the momentum is not something that happens every single day over a long extended period of time. Momentum is what we do now, the really hard work over, we'll say a month period, and then the momentum kind of starts to be created. But always remember that in any business, there's going to be seasons. So your seasons, you're going to have high peaks and you're going to have low valleys. It's constant. So if you just tell yourself now that you can, there's an expectation there of knowing that there is never going to be a time in your business where the momentum is just going to be pouring out like it's a fountain of water. It's not like that. You have to decide how hard you're willing to work and what your goals are, and then create that momentum by doing a gazillion invites and by talking to as many people as you can about the business opportunity. And whenever I say as many people as you can, set that goal. Maybe your goal is to talk to 2 people a day about the business, because over time, you have to think that's going to be 60 people a month. That could potentially be 6 new coaches if you're doing the 1-in-10 ratio. What are your long-term goals, and breaking them down to say, okay, this is what I need to do every day. And let me tell you, so I've been seeing a lot of coaches posting about this website called Teamzy, Teamzy, and I'm not sure if you guys, I have 4 training groups going, and so I'm not sure if any of you in this group particular are using that website. So I had heard of it over the last few months, but I never went to check it out. I have a system and it works for me, but we always say make sure that as leaders, we need to keep growing and we need to check into these new things. So I thought to myself, okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to check out this website that is a tracking site, basically like a business activity tracker. And I love it. So I highly recommend, if you guys have not used it yet and you haven't checked it out, to do that today. Go to, it's www.teamzy.com, and after I'm done, I'll type it in the chat bar. But what I love is when you log in, it actually asks you what your monetary goal is over the next year. So you can think, you can dream as big as you want to dream, you can be more realistic. Maybe your goal is to earn enough money over the next year to pay for a Disney World trip. I don't know. That's up to you. But I like that because then once you set that income barrier, that income base, then the next step, it's going to show you basically how your projected number of people that you're going to need to have as prospects, the number of people you're going to need to invite each day, and what you can expect, how many people you can expect to have to talk to over the next year in order to reach this goal. And it's another I think it's a founding coach who created this. So this website is actually created for Beachbody coaches. So it talks about your back office, it teaches you how to upload your Facebook contacts, your back office contacts, your customers, coaches. If I figured this out in 10 minutes, you can do it way faster, sure, because I'm not tech savvy. But you guys, it gives you realistic views. So not just, you can measure. It's a measurable number, and then it calculates it for you. So you get to check off as you move forward. So again, I highly recommend it. But me, I'll give you for instance, I typed in my salary goals that I have for myself for over the next year, and I have to talk to about 30,000 people. And I was like, wah, wah, and immediately, that's what I think. And then I was like, heck no. I know over the next year, my ultimate goal is to be in front of somehow, some way, 30,000 people. So instead of automatically, in my mind, I was like, that's just so many. I'll just lower my goal. No, I got out of my old habit mindset and I said, okay, hold on. Let's take the next step. Let's reverse engineer this. How many people am I going to have to talk to each day? So I just broke it down and I backed it up and I was like, all right, this is doable, between 30 to 40 people a day, and I can do that. I can do this. Why not me? So I go back to that very founding sentence that created the Val who is now versus the Val who was 3 years ago. The quitter, the person who shut down, the person who second guessed everything. That was me. I said, why not me? So every day I've been doing that. So it means that I go onto Facebook and I add more people. It means that I'm using my Instagram account more and I'm adding more people to my Instagram account. It means that I'm being consistent on Snapchat and I'm adding more people on Snapchat. It means consistency. So success in my mind is consistency after I have the goals set. And to me, I always go back to my why. And my why is so crystal clear because I know I want to do this forever. I know that I want to do this meaning I want to be an entrepreneur. I love coaching because it's the success stories of my challengers, or really any challengers, who have a transformation that goes beyond the physical transformation, but that mental shift that happens. And when they can see themselves in a different light and they can be proud and they can have confidence and, they are out of the obesity epidemic level where they've come out of that and they're healthy. That lights my fire. I love to genuinely help people. For me, it goes back, since I was a kid. You guys, my grandma, total side story, and I'm off topic, but that's okay. But my grandma was a very bad diabetic when I was little. And I can remember she always had to give herself insulin shots. And she would give them to herself in the stomach. And I was 6 or 7 when one day she let me, for some odd reason, start to give her shots in her arms. And she also gave herself shots in the legs, because I can actually remember her legs and her belly were all bruised. So one day she let me give her a shot in my arm. So I think of it now as like my daughter's giving someone a shot, which is crazy to me. But I can just remember, I just had that heart. I wanted to help. I wanted to make it better. I wanted her to feel better. And it just kind of escalated all through the years. And the reason why I had never went into the healthcare field, I never pursued nursing or anything, which it was always on my heart. But it stemmed back to really my childhood, because my grandparents, all of them, were sick since for as far back as I can really remember, 6, 7, 8 years old, that time frame. So I was in and